Is that going to be someone in one of the future arcs? At some point, every one of these stories is converged or crossed at some point. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of 2B Hero X. We come back as we normally do with notes and a board. So let's go ahead and look at that board real quick. Where with the board changelog, I added Lu Zhen, connected him to Lucky Xian with a green line. I added the Dean and connected him to Lu Zhen with a green line and Lucky Xian with a white line. I added Zhao and connected her to Xian and the Dean with a white line. I added Lu and connected him to Xian with a green line. I added Lu Yue and connected her to Lu Zhen with a blue line. And then I added Mickey and connected him to Lu Zhen with a white line. As always, let me know if I missed anything. I think I have been pretty good about this so far, though. So on to notes. Still can't trust Google Translate. I took the first shot of the episode with the video of the plane coming down and translated the text. It says that the plane crashed in the suburbs when quite clearly it crashed in the forest. I should mention that, yes, I know, even the news anchor says it crashed in the suburbs. Maybe I got the definition of suburbs wrong, or I'm confusing it with city sprawl. Maybe, I don't know. As a note on Lucky Xian and luck as a power, I have to wonder what the outer bounds of that luck are in regards to the events of her life. Like, she tells people things that pan out well for them in the long term. So does that mean that the events that are lucky for her are also playing out in the long term? That she survived the plane crash would seem to indicate that her luck works on herself as well. So was it lucky for her to have gotten on the plane in the first place? That her life with her parents would have turned out worse than being found by the reporter? That if the reporter had kept her or reported her, she would have been worse off than being at the orphanage? As I said, the effects of what she says to people is long-term. So could not her own luck be also manipulating what happens to her in the long term as well? If so, then wouldn't that mean that she also has no real free will? That luck is guiding her to the best path in her life without much say-so on her part? They need proper guidance. Doubt would heavily affect trust values. Well, there you go. More of the media influence on the hero world, or rather, the hero world's influence on the media. I guess this is a kids' gloves media world, hiding the bad news that would sway opinions for fear of affecting the trust value system, and only reporting what is actively happening in the moment without digging too deep. Really makes you wonder how Enlighter got through to be a hero in the first place. No wonder they become a villain, though, considering. Alright, so now we have Accept Fear and the Aether Laboratory. Seems to me that this might be an intro into the Spotlight organization. Then again, the way Rock made his reveal, there could be any number of villain groups waiting to be revealed come the actual tournament, and I'm biased towards the first one we encountered. It feels like a pretty big leap from I won't let anyone else use you to suddenly being the mainstay of what seems like a religion. I'd almost think that in the moment the seed of corruption was planted in him, and I don't describe what that moment is, when he's looking back at the cash on the ground, it seems like there's something in the eye there. And that we time skipped over 5 years of it getting worse, till we ended up with a cult. Overturning the trust system is a hell of a goal, considering that we never really see how those numbers just appear on your wrist in the first place. And again, another thing I didn't mention where that comes from, Lu Zhen's daughter says that. So, like, if it's a physical rule of the world, then I don't know how you go out changing a thing like that. And again, the numbers on the wrist thing is what I'm talking about. Checking Xian's wrist for her trust value seems to me to have nothing to do with her luck power. She was lucky on the plane, lucky at the orphanage, all before people knew about her, and she had this cult around her. The trust value has to have come after that, which might give her additional powers, but the luck thing has to be her power without it. Unless they are implying that she had a high number before the plane crash, in which case I'd imagine we should be getting some more reveals about her backstory as we go on, and not just more of what happened between now and the concert 2 episodes ago. I wonder how Lu got into the double digits. The trust value, I mean. We've had Lu Ling and Wolf Girl with zeros, And they weren't being blamed for anything. Lou is being blamed for his bad luck and still managed to have 10 people believe in him. So the end of the episode where Xian tries to break free of the orphanage, that's 3480C, which is the same year that Firm Man saved the girl that became Wolf Girl, which I don't know if it implies anything, but I believe I've said this before in a different episode, that something else coincided with this exact date, which would mean that 3 events took place on this date, which, just could be converging timelines all meeting up at the same spot, but I don't know. Coincidence until it's not. And my final note, I liked Lucky Xian's songs, I just wish they had the voice actor singing it. Like I said when we first saw her concert back in the East Soul arc, the voice doesn't match the character. Now that we are in her arc, the singing voice doesn't match the character's normal voice. Good songs, just a bit jarring to me when it's completely a different voice. Well, anyway, those were the notes. That was the board. Nothing left to do but to hop on in and see what we get from what I assume to be part 2 of the Lucky Xian arc.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Getting punished by the dean. Oh, no, this is before the concert. The origin of the guitar. Oh man, double damning. The dean bought it for him. Then he goes and causes trouble with it. So he's gonna go green when she does it. Okay, yeah. I was worried he was only doing it when he did it, because that might imply something. So that actually sounds more like his voice actor. I don't know, you were coughing, that's a concern too. I don't remember them being a duo at the concert. The future concert. What's her name? Sort of the Z, I can't remember. Zhu, Zan, Zhao, Zhao. It was Zhao. My also problem with Lou is that he's got Donghua same face. Look at this kid and tell me he doesn't look like the same main character from Link Click. No. Well, we know this. He had those weird, crazy black whip things going on when he was shutting the door. I wonder if she secretly got the numbers to be in the top 10. I feel like Lin Ming and Isol were in the same amount of digits. Are you gonna try and sneak out on the vehicle?
我这不是为圣女多做点贡献，积德行善吗？
哼，你们这些人我看都中了蛊，什么圣女，不就一普通小姑娘吗？也就院长有意栽培和引导，就是个吉祥物罢了。
喂，你可别瞎说。
I mean, he seems like the good guy here, and the other guy seems like he's in the cult.
为自己失败的英雄生涯找个寄托。
啊？
Yeah, seems like the good guy, except for the fact that he's supporting the system. Something's definitely going to happen to Lou. If not for the coughing concern that I've already expressed with him, the dude's bad luck. And if good luck affects Sion, like her own good luck extends to herself, then bad luck has to also extend to Lou, right? I mean, powers and abilities are different from character to character, so there's no saying that how hers works or how his works. But I just don't foresee it going the same way. Sorry, I didn't complete that thought. I mentioned before there is a bad luck character in DC Comics, and her name is Jinx. And she can throw her bad luck at people, essentially. If you're running away from her, she can like do a little swipe and like purple energy will go through the air. And it'll hit the ground around you, or maybe your own legs, and you'll trip up, or the ground will break beneath your feet. Things like that. She's not effectively destroying the ground, but her bad luck is affecting it. So I just noticed that the two fire-based heroes that were in the news last episode are also in the opening, which I know is something you guys on the YouTube side can't see because I have to cover that up. But I'm wondering why they're there when last time they were in the news they were suspected of corruption. What does that mean?
曾经想要帮助更多
Can luck alone beat an established former hero?
我不会再让它破灭。亲，你别想离开我。我们走。你们能去哪儿？
Yeah, again, he's got the ReZero was it Beelzebub? Beetlegeist. He's got Beetlegeist's powers from ReZero. I was about to say without the madness, but he seems to clearly have some madness going on.
更多人的机会，你怎么就不懂得珍惜呢？你知道获得那么多人的信赖是有多难吗？放开他！
I don't know, man. You drew attention to yourself. Oh, you can cut off the invisible limbs.
又是你快走！把他拦下！
I guess fair enough. Luck didn't really help her out that much.
往前冲！别怕，你是最幸运的。看你往哪儿跑！
Yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe it's like a confidence issue. She just has to act on her luck. Oh, did they talk to the guy that night where they were in the opening? Oh no. He was just tired and fell asleep at the wheel. How lucky.
别忘了，这还有个倒霉蛋呢！你管我！你快走啊！
I was about to say he's wearing roller skates. He could shove off and wheel back, but I don't know how those guys survived. They were right in the path. Well, I suspected Lou was gonna die, but not so freaking immediately. Oh, okay. You gonna throw the truck? No, okay, nothing so over the top as throwing the truck around. So I guess the luck isn't completely ever present. Unless my note's correct and her luck is always leading her to a better situation. Even the bad things. You know, which I really do like. I like video games and stories where you have to do a bad thing or a thing that seems negative to you in order to get a better next step. Because so many games people play to just do the positive thing all the time and they never see the results of the negative things. A really good, intricate, complicated story involves good and bad, as per.
这首歌叫什么啊？我好像在哪里听过。
嘿嘿，这可是我的原创曲，叫《My Color》。
Oh, is it going to be a song that she sings in the future and then he's going to be like, you got rich off my song?
但我总觉得耳熟。你该不会是抄来的吧？
饭可以乱吃，话可不能乱讲。这明明是我歌写得好，触动到了你的内心。
哈，如果厚脸皮也算种能力，那你肯定当之无愧。厚脸皮英雄，洛，你一定要平平
She
安安。
discovered out here?
我会回去找你的。
Still don't know why it's glowing green. We didn't have time to explain that. This is Maoduzu Shi. I would be thinking these are the spirits that Lanzan communicates with. Really love what they're doing with the animation here. They didn't have to animate her fingers plucking the strings perfectly, but they decided to. Is that going to be someone in one of the future arcs? At some point, every one of these stories is converged or crossed at some point. Oh, I thought it was going to be a drawing, not a scratch off. Did she lose her luck? She looked familiar. Her in the yellow in the back. Oh, so they are saying it's the trust value. Well, there you go. Answers my note question, if it was inherent or not. I feel like she could go to a newspaper, have them tell her story, and she'd get her lucky powers back. So much for that. I suppose proving that her ability to play the guitar isn't based on her luck. It's the problem with luck-based power. It can also incidentally happen outside of you. Don't know who that guy's. Everyone in the background was like, oh, who's that guy? What are they up to? Unfortunately, I just don't know the value of these coins to know. Is that a lot? Nickels, pennies, like what? I was looking at the leggings being torn. I didn't even consider that she didn't have real shoes. Okay, there we go. New leggings. I would say don't spend it all, since the guitar is your livelihood. You don't want to break a string and then not be able to repair it. They know her? Oh. I thought it was going to be old family members or something that knew the kid from the plane.
有没有那么神奇啊？
真的假的？我正好准备换工作呀。他现在在哪儿啊？他在哪儿？
我去试试。
我也要去，我也去。
幸运有趣的能力。他就是当年你从空难残骸中救出的唯一幸存者。
He just told everybody, definitely the reporter.
是的，一会儿
I'm not going to tell the government, I'm just going to tell everybody everywhere else.
既然这样，那我更没有理由不签他了。
啊？你想签他当英雄？
I was about to say he's from a talent agency, so I kind of thought he was going to be signing up as a singer. Guess they're still technically talent agencies.
圣女赐我幸运，赐我幸运。
Yeah, pushing away the people that would be here to actually hear you sing.
都没了，没关系，没关系，心诚则灵吧。圣女赐我幸运。
Now the problem is there a spot, so people know to come look for her here.
圣女赐我幸运。主们一定保佑我。圣女保佑，圣女保佑我。
Unlucky. Either gotta move or request that they not be here.
保佑我们一起顺顺利利。
Yeah, because they're pushing people away, and she's gonna go hungry. Besides getting the leggings and the shoes, she's basically living hand to mouth. Because we haven't seen her like get an apartment or anywhere to live.
你好，是青吗？
别再拜我了，我已经没办法给你们带来幸运了。
是吗？
All right, choice of words. We want to make you an
要
idol.
不先确认一下手腕上的信赖值。
Back to the 4 digits.
自我介绍一下，我是 DOS 集团的 Ken， 这次特地找到您，是想邀请您加入我们，成为英雄。
Unfortunately, I don't know who Rock, whoever their name was. No, we do know the name. There was just a weirdness about it.
我会让数字变多，这样我就能成为英雄了。
The name of their agency, I mean,
但我有个
Mighty
条件
Group or whatever.
能不能帮我找个人？
当然可以。如果你有时间的话，我们现在找个地方坐坐。
So we got Treeman, Mighty Group, and DOS, whatever DOS stood for. And 36 years after commission is when Yang Cheng's story started, so... 5 years before the Lin Lings. Now, is he going to be happy? Or is he going to be resentful? Looks like happy. I was worried. I'm assuming he took the radio because clearly he stripped him of everything else that he owned.
现在看来，你应该都听到了。所以，为了他好，你最好彻底把他忘了。
I'm worried.
对了，我还有件关于他的事要告诉你。
Don't do a whisper. Tell us. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know what he could have told him. Because we know most everything, and I can't think of anything that would have been hidden. Unless it has to do with what I said before about Spotlight and the other place. That was our girl in the audience, too. Don't want to be that guy. There's clearly instruments being played and there's no band behind her playing them. If all of Yang's story took place in the same year, this could be that concert. I'm saying, maybe it has something to do with that lab.
再次正式登上舞台，而上一次舞台上的演出经历并不愉快。但那时，我的身边还有一个对我很重要的朋友。
He's still listening to the radio.
教会了我弹琴，让我爱上了音乐，令我知道了，原来唱歌也可以是一件很幸福的事。
He's hoping he didn't become like a villain or something.
但他还是留给了我3样东西：一把吉他，一首他写的歌，和成为英雄的决心。
Even if she had something to do with the lab, I don't know if he'd be upset about it. And for those of you probably in the audience saying, God, will you stop fucking talking over the songs? Remember, there's a whole copyright thing I've got to be taken care of. By far, so far, my favorite arc of the 3. I can't imagine what the secret's going to be, but I don't foresee it ruining my thoughts. Do like the Lucky Clover motif in the headset. I'm hoping he was listening to the radio. Not that a concert would be on the radio. Zombies? Zombies. No, parasites. High School of the Dead? Wait, is it him doing it, or is that him parasite-ridden? Unfortunately, it looked like there was like shit floating in the tentacle stuff behind him, but I couldn't tell if that's just his normal tentacle shit. Also, if he was the cause of it, why would he be sitting around in a room? What's going on? I don't know. There's so much shit still left to go on. Okay, I'm thinking the guy here in the opening and ending credits is going to be the tournament lead master or something like that. Sorry, no room for commentary here in the ending credits about what's going on in the ending credits because it's unfair to the YouTube side because y'all know that I cover this up in the copyright. That and there's still a number of characters left to be uncovered in their own arcs. If everybody in the opening and ending is actually going to be in the show, or a main character with their own thing going on. Yeah, I'm hoping, because the fact is if he was like resentful for her success, then I wouldn't give a shit. I'm like, oh, what exactly how I said. but he wasn't resentful. So the fact he's happy about it, then the guy whispers in his ear something, and then he's like, oh, repulsed or disgusted or something. I don't know how to handle that, because I don't want him to show up later as a villain because of something that was said when I don't know what it was said yet, even though I have my guesses. Like I said, the Aether Laboratory or whatever. When I think this could have had a good ending. Now, granted, well, I don't know. I was about to say, Lin Ling's had a good ending, except for when she got, Moon gets shot. I don't know. I guess that implication there is that all of them have sort of been bad endings. I guess never mind then. I was gonna say we had good, bad, good, or the implication that this could be good, but it's been bad. Well, I don't know. It's hard to take Lin Ling's because Lin Ling is lost my job, became the hero, even though at first I didn't want it, but then I got it. Didn't get to spend time with a girl that I have adored for the entire time, and then she doesn't actually want to be with me. Middle step, circles basically. Then I get to be myself as a hero. Moon dies, right? So it's like a whole up and down journey. New Easel is just a whole fucking thing. I would say that turned out bad, but for him, I don't know, there's a lot of internal shit going on there. At the end of the day, he became the hero that he wanted to be, but he had to destroy his idol, lose a friend, lose the girl that he wanted to be with. A lot of shit is flowing through that. I appreciate how every arc has been complicated as a means of showing these character stories, and that each of them sort of involve the other. Because again, it is New Easel that kills Moon in Lin Ling's story. The girl that he liked wanted to go to the Lucky Xian concert with him, and then she vanishes there, and then he likes Lucky Xian and had tickets, and now Lucky Xian and her story. I'm sure there's somebody here that is going to be a thing later. Probably one of those background characters, the person who gave the coin, something. Characters here are crossing over. I guess if I listed everybody that was in the opening, or I could figure out everybody that was in the opening, I could guess which one is going to be the next one, and then look for them in this story, but it hasn't occurred to me yet. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I'm usually not a fan, or I don't specifically pay a lot of attention to the OST or the songs and music of these things other than the opening and ending credits. But this one is very specific, musically focused one at the moment. And as I said, I like the songs. They're good. I also like, I don't remember the word is that I'm thinking of here, but they are of the world, right? The songs that she's singing has to do about the things that are happening around her, or, is sourced from somebody who has the means or the desire to make a song that reflects the things going on with him. So I appreciate that stuff. It's not just a song that we licensed out from somewhere else and put it in the donghua for no reason. So I like that. So yeah, I mean, my problem is that most of the stuff that I would talk about happens at the very end, and I don't have any clues to talk about it for, right? What the hell is going on with the parasite infection? Is it something he did? I don't think so, because where the hell did that come from? Is it Spotlight? Or is it one of these other negative corporations that we've actually seen or heard about, rather? Or is it the Aether Laboratory? What the fuck did he mention to the kid, to Lou? And, Lou is sitting in that room. That was what I was going to say in the episode. Lou's all bandaged up and everything, and I'm worried for a moment that he has him sitting in a room with nothing in it. And you can see the posters being ripped off the walls there, that is the room that they used to be in. So is he punishing Lou forever now? And my idea was that Lou just stole a radio or something from somewhere else in the orphanage, and that's why he's got that to even listen to. But the 36 years after AC, after commission, that there's no telling how long it's been since she got out of the orphanage, so I don't know if that's a time jump or not. And if it is, and he's still all beaten up, the implication is that he could be being abused, in which case this is a very horrible situation to be witnessing, and I just don't know. Well, anyways, I think those are all of my thoughts at the moment. Of course, I'll come back with notes next week for next episode. So I think until then, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?